Hey everybody, welcome to another stream, and today I am very lucky to have Josh joining me from Static City Games, and we're going to be playing the game World of Grimm. Josh, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk about the game and have you on the stream. This is the first time I've ever tried anything like this, so hopefully it works out well. But before we start jumping into the game and playing the game, why don't you tell us about what's new? Because I know you're on the show after PAX East, and a lot has gone on with the game since PAX East. So can you tell us about what's new with the game?
Oh, geez, what's new with the game? All right, so since PAX East, this game has gone, I guess, only upward. It's been pretty wild. We have almost 2,000 players now, and
Wow.
we have been putting new cards out every week. We put out our first bundle, which you can see right there, the Schools Out bundle.
Yeah.
And that is our first actual live bundle that gives a different royalty to our artist that created that bundle. And we are very close to putting out our first full story, which is like taking one of the stories from Grimm and turning it into a you unlock these cards normally, but then maybe the main card you unlock by completing a season quest.
Oh, wow.
So that's our next big thing that we're going on there. We have some login reward stuff coming up. We have our first season pass happening in the horizon. There's way too much content happening. It's exhilarating.
Yeah, that's awesome. So before we jump into the game too, why don't we just go through a little bit about like what we're seeing here, talk about like what's happening on the screen here. So I'm going to start actually on the bottom here with the card chests. So this is where you would start building all your decks and where you have all your cards, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So you can see I have a deck called Goose Girl because she's like she's like my main card in this deck. I just named it Goose Girl. I don't know.
She's a solid card, man. I don't blame you.
She is a solid card. But so yeah, so you can create new decks. You can change decks. I also have a couple other decks here too. I think last time we talked, I had the Frog King deck. But as you can see, I started a deck. I don't have it completed yet, but I do have an undead deck. So I've been trying to get all like kind of the dark undead type cards into this deck and start building that out. But
nice.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, we have new variants that are coming out for Cemetery Attendant, Gravekeeper, and Deliver Unrest.
Wow.
That are all cyborg / Lovecraftian. So we're very much in the undead space right now, trying to get as much as we can with that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And like, yeah, so I can just show you some of the other decks. I have a variant deck that I started collect. I mean, these are just some of the variants that I started having. I want to build up my deck more, but I don't know. It's cool because like you can see all my cards that I have on the left hand side here, and then you can obviously filter them by the different numbers as well. Can you talk? Let's talk a little bit about the cards themselves. Can you talk about what the numbers mean on each one of these cards? Like, for instance, you see a lot of these will have, like, the blue. Like, that seems like the prominent number there. Can you talk about what that means in regards to the game itself?
Sure. Yeah. So the big number in the middle is the mana cost for the card. That is the amount of resources you have to spend in order to play that card on the field. And you gain mana in a similar way to Hearthstone, where you gain 1 extra mana every turn, up to 6 at turn 6. So you can play your cards accordingly.
Nice.
There is a green stat, which is your health stat for a card. Cards can die. If a card dies, its attack goes to 0, which is the red stat. And your goal after 6 turns is to have the highest total red stat at 2 out of 3. We call them realms. They're basically lanes at the end of the game.
Nice. And then each one of these cards too, you can see like they have different abilities here. So like for instance, the beggar women, she allows you to draw a card on play. So you could talk a little bit about that because like that was one of the things that I thought was really cool was the fact that how you can start building these decks and they really play off of each other. Can you talk about some of the aspects around how you came up with like the abilities of the cards and how you started thinking through how they might be able to play with each other?
When I make card abilities, I do not think about it. I just kind of let the world become its own thing. And if I make a card that when it gets hurt, it doubles its attack and comes back to your hand, well, now you might have a spell that works with that card. Like we have all this stuff that synergizes with each other, not because I forced it, but because it was going to happen. Like Fraud King, for instance, giving a +1 attack to all 1 mana cards. I didn't have to plan that. I just gave. I believe Fraud King was the very first card we made.
Really? And he's my first. That's the first deck that I made too. So.
Hey.
And then, so this is the cards chest, and like I said, this is where you can like build out. You have all your cards listed here. You can start building out your decks. And then, can you talk a little bit about the currency in the game? So you have gold and you have gems. Can you talk about what those do for you?
Sure. Gold is the 100% free to play the game and gain it currency in the game. It's basically the currency that allows you to upgrade cards faster in the shop. You're actually able to claim 100 free gold every 8 hours in the shop as well. But as you play the game and as you finish matches, based on how well you played the match, if you won, if you didn't win, you get gold. So you slowly accumulate it over time. It's similar, I would say, to League of Legends Blue Essence, if you've ever played League of Legends. Gems is our cosmetic real currency. There's no other way to explain that. It's made for anything cosmetic in the game, so you would be able to purchase gems with real life money through Steam, so it's payment protected and safe. And then you can use those gems to buy different variants, which are like a different art swap for the card. They're typically about $5, so they equal out to about 400 gems. We also have some other cosmetic stuff happening, like the bundle, which is in the shop right now.
Yeah.
Which is, instead of it being gems, it does give you extra gems. It gives you an extra 1,000 gems.
Very cool.
But we have some other things in the ropes and in the works for different game modes that may cost gems because they're a premium game mode, as well as other things that we are not talking about just yet.
Yeah. That's really cool. And then, so the bundle that's out right now is the Schools Out bundle, so that you get the 2 variants here. You get 1,000 gems, like you mentioned. Can you talk a little bit about the creating the different variants and how you come up with that? I mean, you work with artists on that. Can you talk a little bit about that too?
We work with a lot of artists, and they're all phenomenal.
Yeah.
They really are. They're from the ages of there's some of them are in college still, and some of them have been drawing for 20, 25, 30 years. And we love the variants that we have all over the world. Every artist that we reach out to ends up being a long-term artist with us because they enjoy our payment system. We pay them for every card that they make, as well as figure out a royalty. So when someone buys their card in the shop, it gets tracked, and at the end of the month, based on how many cards how many variants have been purchased with their name attached to it, they will receive a royalty bonus.
That's really cool.
Yes, the royalty is forever Blueprint Studio.
Oh, nice. Good question.
So it is ongoing as long as they don't close their PayPal account.
So Blueprint Studio asks, even in like 10 years, you'll be sending out checks?
Yeah, I hope this game's still going for 10 years.
You're bound to them for life.
Yeah, we signed a royalty agreement. It's 100% legitimate.
That's awesome. And I'm just going to page through this because I do like all the different variants that you have here. So you can see Some of them are like pixelated, which I love, the pixelated variants. And then you have steampunk, you have sticker variants, which Frog King is one of my favorites.
I
Uh,
love the sticker. That's the coolest
yeah,
sticker variant.
isn't it?
Actually, so if you click on any of them, you'll see who drew it,
Mm,
and then that's how we track. So Rise Anderson drew the sticker variant. So if someone buys that variant, it tracks to him. So we get the information when
okay.
we reach the end of the month. We kind of like we can run reports and see everything.
That's really cool. That's really cool. And thank you for the follow there. Appreciate that. Um, yeah. So, and then the mystery variants, because you have that going on too. That's really cool.
Yeah, our mystery variant is 2,000 gold instead of gems. So
Mm,
you can effectively pick up an extra variant. Obviously, the person that you grab a variant from does not get compensated for that because it's in-game currency. But
yeah, yeah.
it's a way for you to increase your what we call our CCL. It's our combined collection level. It's all of the cards levels because every card levels individually, including variants. So that's how you unlock more cards in the game.
Hmm.
So this gives you effectively a new card you can drop in or swap out a variant so you can start leveling faster.
Yeah, cool. That's awesome. And then yeah, you have your gems here, and then your gold as well. And then the Midas touch. This is something new. Can you talk about that?
Sure. You should probably grab your free 100 gold on the other screen.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right.
Um,
Let's grab that right away.
so the
Thank you.
Midas touch is so it is a way for you to level your cards faster to unlock more cards.
Mm,
That's literally all it comes down to. It picks cards that have a little bit of experience to get to the next level. Obviously, you need to do a little bit of cleanup with the decimal places, but that's is what it is. But it kind of like prorates it based on instead of having to play another match with Afflicted Priest. If you hate that card, you can still excuse me, you can still level it and pay a small amount of gold, and then boost your collection a little bit. You can do four levels every 8 hours.
okay,
So effectively, you can get 2 cards at least every day if you come on every 8 hours to do Midas Touch.
that's cool. And then you do have a code redeem codes as well, and I redeemed a code. That's how I got the card backing that I have, the variant card backing that I have. So that's really cool. Are you going to be doing? Do you think you're going to have more redeem code things in the future, or
Yes.
yeah?
So we're actually about to open a web shop, which is
Oh,
the exact same shop you see here for gems and gold and for bundles,
mm,
but in with a company called Exola. Exola is the payment processor for Twitch for subscriptions,
okay,
and we're going to be opening a web shop with them. And people like yourself will be able to direct people to that web shop. And if people buy gems or gold or anything there, or bundles there, they're able to they'll get a redemption code that they can unlock it in the game.
cool.
But it tracks back to you, so you'll get a commission percent.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Very cool. And then the other thing that I love is that you can change your profile picture as well. And I have the
Only in the main menu.
only the main menu. We'll go here then. Let's go to the main menu here. So you have the different avatars list shown here. But yeah, I love that. And then I don't know, the Frog King is my favorite, so that's why I always just stick with the Frog King. So
Nothing wrong with that, man.
all right, and then
Oh,
well,
sorry.
go ahead, go ahead.
Every time you unlock a new card, you unlock the avatar for it. You don't
Okay.
have to spend extra money for the avatar. It tries to cut to the face. There's a little bit of code in the background to make sure we find the face. A lot of times the face asset doesn't look the same lighting wise, so we have to go because sometimes you might see like the red cape of a card. You're like, that's not the right one. So we don't actually know because we have so many cards in the game which ones are missing avatars and which ones aren't. But we constantly keep finding them, so we're working on it.
Yeah. And then the other thing that is, I mean, it's not new, but it's relatively new, I should say, is your quest, your daily quest. Can you talk about that as well?
Sure. So our daily quest system is every 8 hours. We like to do everything on 8 hours. 8 hour rotations are fun. But we have one of like 60 different quests that get selected for the daily quest. If you click on
Hmm.
the actual quest button, that banner, it'll go to the weekly quest as well. There are 2 weekly quests that update every Sunday.
Hmm.
And so as you unlock your quest, you can claim them in here. And then when you hit 5, 10, 15, 25, all those quests, you can actually you gain a little bit of gems, a little bit of gold.
Nice. Nice.
So, yeah.
And then season quests. I know that's not quite. I love this. Never heard of them. What's your? I mean, I don't know. Maybe you can't talk about that right now, but season quests.
Our first season quest is going to be a little bit of a harder quest to achieve, but you will end up getting a card that's not in the. You will be able to redeem that card, at least not yet, for the base card from the actual CCL. You have to play the game enough to unlock that card.
Okay. Okay.
But it will be unlockable for everybody with effectively the same end goal, right? Like it might be win 70 matches. That's an obscure number, and it's a lot of matches. But that might give you that card, or it might be reach gamer level 15, or I don't know. I have no idea. Level up 15 cards. I have no clue.
Oh,
We're still trying to test that to see what's going to actually be the thing that people want to do.
nice. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah. I'm gonna switch out my deck. I'm actually gonna put in my Goose Girl deck because that's the deck I'm used to playing with. So, anything you want to say before we jump into the game? Anything else you want to like highlight here that I might have missed?
Have fun.
All right, let's play.
I love this game, so I want people to play it because I enjoy playing it. I think if I were to find this game without me actually making it, I still would be playing it now.
Nice.
Like it's just I enjoy quick card games like this, and I'm really happy that we got a chance to actually make it.
Nice. So you can see, like, I have 1 mana here. Here's my cards. I always have the Red Fox in my deck just because that you'll always start with this in your hand, and I really don't want to have a situation where I don't have anything that I can play. So then you have the different realms here. So there, obviously, these 2 are locked. They'll be revealed in the next round, and then the round after that. But can you talk a little bit about the realms too, and like the thought process around what you put in there and how you design the realms as well?
Sure. Realms are 100% treated as lanes. So each realm is independent of each other, unless the realm specifies that it is not independent of each other. When a realm is revealed, there are some abilities that happen instantly. There are some abilities that happen consistently, like Ravenswood there. When a character dies, all characters in play gain +1 attack, but it has to die in Ravenswood.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, as we uncover more things, we'll see ones that are like +1 mana this turn, or we'll see like, draw cards until your hand is full and destroy your deck.
Yeah.
Like I think we have 44 realms in the game now.
Wow.
And there's always 3 random ones, but they are tiered. So some of the more chaotic ones that people don't like to see all the time have a much lower appearance rate. It does give us a chance to have like a hot location or a hot realm, if you will, that gives us this one appears 40% of the time now, right?
Yeah.
Or 30% of the time now.
Yeah.
So that one appears for 24 or 48 hours more frequently. So you have to, build a deck accordingly because you're going to see that one.
Yeah. And then the other thing that here that I would like to talk about is the cycle, right? You have the day cycle as well. Can you talk about that too?
Yeah. So the game starts in either dawn or dusk, and sometimes it doesn't do anything at all.
Yeah.
Based on the decks that are played. There are other cards that do change the game from dawn to dusk. They're called time shift cards, and they will modify the game. Effectively, a time shift card has its own ability that triggers every time a time shift happens. So as you play the game and unlock more cards, you'll unlock cards that may draw you a card every time time shift happens, or may get an extra attack every time time shift happens. So it's a way you can build time shift decks that can completely snowball out of control. Uh, but yeah, it's a really fun mechanic that changes up the card game a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's just enough where it's like, oh, this is a cool idea.
Yeah. Then it's not something that I've seen in other deck builders like that, so that's really cool. I really like that. So we'll just play the red fox here. We'll go ahead and end our turn. We'll let our opponent play. I rarely ever play anything that's not in, or that's in an unseen realm, just because I don't know what's underneath there, and it could be something really bad. So
there are new realms now that don't let you play cards there.
Really?
So, yeah, that also happens too.
Wow. So we saw here that the Boneyard, right? So we'll add a Skeletal Hound to each, both sides here. So sometimes it's cool, right? Because you'll get some really powerful cards, but sometimes you'll get cards that are just filling this, and then you're like, oh, I would have played something else here, but now this card's here, so I can't play that here. So, yeah, but so like we have 2 gems here, so we'll play Tom Thumb. So Tom Thumb gives us a draw 3 mana card from your opponent's deck, which is really fun. I'm actually going to play it. Let's play it in the first one here. So just in case he gets killed because he doesn't have that much health, and we'll hit end there.
Stronger than I
And as you play this game, you realize that you'll notice that sometimes it's better to not play any cards.
Mm.
There's a lot of times where they don't have a 3 mana card in their deck right now. They might have drawn them all.
Yeah.
Marvel Snap. Oof.
And then cards here cannot gain attack power, which is interesting, right? So, this is a card. William Charming is like one of my. He's a cool card because he has got a really high attack, but you can see at the end of each turn, give a card in your hand a +1 mana, which then makes life much more difficult. So I like to try to play him as early as I can. So let's throw him here because of the fact that he has 9 attack.
Super fun fact. We are working with a company called Blue Nova Studio. They're a premier voice acting company that's pretty revered in the world for voice acting, especially digitally.
Yeah.
And they are currently doing auditions for the first pass of about 30 characters in the game.
Whoa.
And most of the ones that you have in your deck currently will be voiced.
Wow.
As of probably next Tuesday.
Wow. That's really cool.
Our goal is to have every character voiced, and also eventually all of their variants voiced too.
Wow.
So right now, all of the variants have the same voice as the character, but we want that value where you play the undead Sleeping Beauty, and instead of her snoring, she roars at you. Right?
Yeah.
But we want everything to have some kind of voiceover. If it has a VFX from an on-play effect, we want that to happen. There's a lot of content that we have to get through still, and a lot of art that needs to be done. We're okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Blueprint Pin Studio said, World of Grimm is not afraid of spending money on development, that's for sure. So, Little Red Cap is one of my favorite characters, and I'm going to play her here because her ability here, as you can see it, let's just click on her. If you have 4 cards here, +4 attack power. So I'm going to play her here because hopefully that will offset some of the cards that they play there. We'll end our turn. And hopefully they don't play a hunter there because that would be...
Hello, grandmother.
I would cry.
Oh, the Huntsman?
Yeah, the Huntsman, yeah.
It's a solid card.
Okay. And now...
They're actually playing a Bean Farmer Unload deck.
Yeah, oh.
Usually uses Prince Ivan to throw all the 1-mana cards onto the field.
Oh, interesting.
So basically, you play Hans Bean Farmer to shuffle all their beans into the deck, and then Prince Ivan throws all of the beans back out into the field, and then Hans will have like 17 or 20 attack by
Oh
them.
my gosh. Oh my gosh.
It requires a certain combo.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's harder to draw it when you play Hans like early because it drops 5 beans into the deck. So.
Wow. I do have the huntsman now. I could try to see if I can lure them to play that here. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah.
Oh look.
Now, if you kill someone, everyone's going to get that +1 attack.
Well, that's true. They will too, right? They will get that. Though they're going to get that one punch attack on their side, not for me, right? Yeah.
No, it's all characters.
Oh, all characters. Oh, all characters in play. Oh.
Although it looks like it didn't work. That's interesting. Whoops. It worked. It worked on some of them.
So Goose Girl is the name of this deck here, and she gets a +2 power for each card in your deck. This is the final round. I could play her. I could play her here, and I think I'm going to, because I think I don't think there's anything they can do here. Maybe they can. Maybe they'll have a really powerful card here that can. Oh, they have the magic bean. So.
I'm always on your side.
That's you, right, Josh?
That's me. That's my voice. Always by your side.
So we won. We beat. We won actually all 3 realms there, so that was pretty awesome.
Very cool.
All right, so let's go to our next match here.
Oh, you just don't want Hansel. Hansel's great.
Yeah, I have not built a deck around Hansel yet, so I need to think through what that's going to look like. So, oh, see, these are the cards I'm talking about, Josh. These are the cards I don't like popping out here, because they lose 1 attack power, and then they're just, I mean, at least my opponent has them too, but they're just like filler now. They just kind of sit there. So
there are ways to stop their abilities from happening. There are ways to kill off your cards and not kill off their cards, so that theirs keep losing attack. There's a lot of things you can do, but it all comes down to no one's ever going to build a deck around Pumpkin.
Not
and
yet.
If they do, why are they building a deck around Pumpkin? I mean, if it's like a hot realm that week or whatever,
Yeah.
maybe. But still.
Yeah. All right. So when a card is played here, it's attacks opponent's card, but they both deal damage equal to their attack power. Interesting. So yeah, this is a new field. I haven't seen this one before. Okay. So, I do have Hansel actually. I don't know if I have. Oh, yeah. I don't think I have. I don't have Gretel in my hand though yet. I don't think.
That's Gretel.
Should we play here? Then it'll attack the wolf. I mean the fox, right?
Hansel will attack the fox will kill Hansel, and Hansel will kill the fox.
Okay. Let's do it.
They basically trade damage.
The trade damage. All right, let's do it.
Gretel, save me!
Oh. I do have Gretel in my hand, or my deck. I didn't realize that.
Well, Hansel's ability gives Gretel to
Oh, I see. Interesting. Okay, so they played the Frog King, and they give you +1 to attack power to all 1 mana cards out here. So I did kill the fox, so that didn't really help them, but that's okay. They'll play. That's an on play, so even if they play cards after this, that's not going to give them that ability, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
It's a one and done.
You can see here I'm kind of stuck because I don't have any 3 mana cards, so I'm going to have to end my turn here, and we'll let our opponent go.
Mysterious Glade is fun because you end up getting cards that possibly are extremely advanced, and it becomes very interesting really fast.
Yeah. Okay, so then we have the Talking Cat. Add a copy of a random card in your opponent's deck to your hand, which is very cool. We can play the Huntsman, which we just seen that they take out an opponent if they play that there. We have Gretel. If you played Hansel this game, both this and Hansel gain +3 power, but because Hansel died, obviously that won't happen. And then we can play the Wise Servant. Your other cards here get a +1 power attack. So, I'm thinking about the Talking Cat. What are your thoughts, Josh?
Hey man, I'm just watching. I'm happy.
Okay.
If I don't let you experiment, you don't get the.
It's true.
Effectively, don't get the fun out of the game.
That's true. Oh, look at that.
In your company I thrive.
Ooh, Wizard
Oh.
Victor's a cool card, but you can't play him because he has things that's in your start of your hand. So that's actually, maybe we should remove him as a choice from Mysterious Blade.
Oh, that's cool though. All right. So now, oh, we can. So this area gives me a random card. I'm gonna play. Well, actually, you know what? No, this would be a great time to play Goose Girl. Whoops. There we go. Oh, Catherine.
Surprise.
No. Okay. Well, I'd rather the talking cat be taken. Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say I didn't want that to happen.
That's a great card. I love that card so much.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm not gonna win this realm. I'm winning this realm, but I think I'm gonna put a card here because I want to make sure that I can retain this. Yeah, let's play that. Let's do this one. Let's play that here.
Part of me is hoping the battlefield is coded correctly. You don't try to attack the spell.
Let strength reign within you. Hello, grandmother.
Oh.
A gesture of kindness.
Okay.
Oh, hits with that again.
Oh. But I won, right? Yes, I did. Nice. Very cool.
Yeah, so Battlefield is actually one of the more rare realms because it's kind of like a disaster.
Yeah.
Everything just kind of dies unless you play things strategically.
Yeah, I forgot about that. When I played that, I forgot. So that's cool. All right, let's go to the next match. I mean, I'm really lucky that it worked out for me.
You got really lucky.
I did. Oh, so this one becomes a new realm at the end of the third round or third turn. But we will go ahead and play the Red Fox there.
It could be anything.
Oh, so the town square is just the town square, right? That's just
Yeah, it is by far one of the most complicated pieces of art.
Yeah, it looks that way.
And that's the only part about it that's really cool.
Yeah, it looks cool.
I think you should be able to click on Town Square and it should show you the entire piece.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, and tells you the artist name and everything.
Very, very. It's one of the most common realms, so it needed to be the most evocative. I don't know what the right word is for that. It needs to really show that it's a town square, and this realm artist is very much an environment artist, so it took him forever to draw all these people.
Wow, it looks amazing. It looks really cool.
There's so many Easter eggs inside this piece.
So if you play a card here next turn, you get a +3 attack. She's pretty cool. So we're gonna play her.
So she actually, her story is she goes to church to pray for a husband,
Really?
and her mother hears her praying for it and basically tells her to stop doing it. It's like a 3-paragraph story.
Well, that's the thing that we should mention, right? Like all these characters are from Grimm stories, which is really cool.
Well, hopefully, most of them.
Yeah.
Cemetery attendant, I'm sure, exists somewhere in one of the stories, but he's just a cool dude.
Yeah.
But most of them, like I'd say 99% of the characters are Grimm characters, outside of like Kickstarter backers and stuff like that.
Oh, there we go. Now we have this enchanted castle. So now this gives us +1. Oof. Which
the deck you're against too. This is going to be if they get the right draws, this is going to be a rough deck. This might be a Noah's deck, and a Noah's deck gives cards with no abilities +4 attack.
oh.
It's
Well-
very strong, very fast.
Let's play that card. Let's play Gretel.
So you're playing more of a combo deck because you're playing Man of Brackle to get a boost out. You're playing Hansel and Gretel to get a boost out.
And the Snake Prince then puts out all the different snakes. But each round...
Not a choice, but I mean, it could have been a different route. But
Yeah. All right. So we can add a random card into your opponent's. Add a copy of a random card in your opponent's deck to your hand. We could do that. I think I'm gonna wait for Prince William. Or Prince Charming. Or William Charming. I'm sorry. We'll put him over here. I don't know. Like I feel like I really want to throw this one down, but I think I want to play. I think I'm gonna play the Talking Cat. I think I'm gonna play that here, and try to boost up that +1 attack.
What you doing?
There we go. Well, that's gonna be close there.
Ooh.
I think I'm gonna let this realm go because I'm just gonna let that one go.
Chanticleer is going to be a very hard. I would definitely try to play around Chanticleer.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, I think if both realms are full, right, then it's a +7 attack.
Both sides, your
both
side
sides.
and their side.
Both sides have to be full. So if I don't put, I mean, I could play like Snow White here and still be safe, you know. So
Pretty much, yeah. They're going to clearly put a fourth card there, most likely.
yeah, if I had the Huntsman, I would throw that down there right now. But maybe I'll just throw this down here and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, so Prince Charming is a pretty solid play on turn 6 because you don't really get affected by the issue that they
always
have,
by
right?
your side.
Like his downside.
Yeah. And 20 points in those 2 rounds, that's a lot.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah. All right, so we leveled up again.
There we go.
Ooh, we're so close to unlock a new card. All right, let's go to the next match. I just would like to say I have won every match so far. That's pretty amazing, huh?
Yeah, you're on point right now. One of the highest skill cap players.
Oh, this is fun. The on-play card effects trigger twice. So, like this one.
So it's very exactly as you expect it to be. If
Yeah.
you play Man of Brackle there,
Yeah,
the next card will get +3/+3
yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
instead of it being the next 2 cards. It's very, very specific. Everything that we do in this game is exactly as it's worded, is exactly what happens. So the Huntsman can kill the Snake Prince, but cannot kill the snakes. Because the snakes are not played, they are sunk.
I get it. Yeah, that's awesome.
It's all about the wording.
So here, I do want to play this here because then I get the +3/+3 attack. Plus, then I add Gretel to my hand. So that's going to be.
Gretel, save me!
I suppose I could have looked at another on play. This one. Oh wow. Cool.
You got 2 Gretels.
Yeah. Oops. What does that card do? Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. So I can't play Gretel yet, but there's a channel card. That's a channel card.
So Wise Servant and Shoemaker are literally direct opposites of each other.
Oh, interesting.
Wise Servant is for all the other cards of the realm, and the Shoemaker is gets attack power based on the cards at that realm.
Okay. Interesting.
Reverse. In a weird way.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna throw down little red cap here. I know. Well, no. I'm gonna throw that. I'm gonna put that card down there. Let's put
Really
that.
Mysterious Glade is fun because you have no idea what you're about to get.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello,
I
grandmother.
mean, it can completely ruin your hand, but it's also a really cool idea.
I don't know if I've ever seen a Snow Queen before, so that's interesting. Gets a -2 attack power. Okay.
Technically, she's a 6/14 if you play it on a full run because of the eight attack sweep.
Oh, interesting.
So she may be a little too strong, but
Yeah.
she's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's basically Elsa
Yeah. That's right.
because Elsa is based on the story from Hans Christian Andersen, but there is a Snow Queen in one of the stories in Grimm as well.
Yeah. Okay, so we're doing well with this realm up here, but obviously we're have to focus on these other 2 realms here. So his card is if they you get if you get a +5 if you're this is the only card that you have here. This is interesting. That's an interesting card. So
It also got swapped first. So the ability happened, the ability triggered, then the stats swapped because of White Shroud, and then its ability triggered again because the +5 still existed.
Oh wow.
So now he's at 9 health, which is you can do other things where you can convert all the health on a card to attack.
Oh my gosh.
There's a lot of stuff you can do in this game, and the goal is to make it fun and to make everything feel justified when you play, and not that you're like playing this boring card that's doing nothing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You want to have it's important to have an impact when you play a card game, and if you are held back by the card game, it's not as much fun.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a card have that much health before either. Well, yeah, I don't think so. So
The Giants tend to have a fair amount of health.
okay. Let's play Gretel there,
Other Big does too, I believe. But you haven't seen him yet.
and I'll put the red
Gretel
fox
is
there.
a 12 mana card.
Oh, yeah, I had not seen that. Okay, on play. Well, it's interesting. I think I might have put that over there, but all right. So now we have the final turn. I've never seen the Snow Queen. I think I'm gonna play her here just so that way. Although we have this character here too. No, I'm gonna put the Snow Queen there because I never played her before. So
Master Shoals is a cool character. He's part of the group called the Swabians,
Hmm.
and there are 6 different Swabians in the game. Each one is 1 mana, 2 mana, 3 mana, 4 mana, 5 mana, and he gets benefit and attack power off of each Swabian you've played. But he also gives cards with channel +2 attack, so he's got a lot going on for him.
Yeah.
Swabian decks are fun though; they're very strong decks.
So I just want to show this too. They also had the Snow Queen up here too, which is very cool, right? Because they had a different variant of that card versus the version that I had. So very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we won again.
And it's just too easy at this point. Increase the difficulty or something.
I really like playing this game a lot because I liked.
Oh, this guy's name. I love it.
Oh, this yeah. And are these real players that I'm playing against, or are these AI characters?
It's honestly it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Sometimes I mean we use a generator to create some of the names for AI.
Okay.
So I can't. They all seem natural and real, and I've never seen it where I was like, oh, that's AI.
Mm.
Unless you're like playing a card against them and they play clearly a really stupid move.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, that's a bot, right? Like. Fumbling is such a solid card.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a cool card. And that's the card that he gave me a +1 too. So let's see. Oh, the game ends after 5 turns. Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. Let's play that here.
Yeah, there are 2 realms in the game that modify turns currently. One is this one, Cursed Ruins, and one is World's End, which makes the game end at turn 7.
Oh,
There's
interesting.
a card that just came out recently, Devil, and Devil sets the world, or sets that realm to World's End.
Oh my
So
gosh.
Devil immediately sets it as a turn 7.
Oh wow. All right, so let's see. Let's play Tom Thumb here, and yeah, let's play this card here too right away, since we can play 2 cards because we have the mana.
Stronger than I look.
Ooh, that's a cool looking card.
Oh, the Earl King?
Yeah.
Well, that's the Earl King. That's the forest version of the Earl King. It's
Mm.
the original. The original one is more of a goblin,
Oh.
an elf kind of thing. It's a story about a elf-like being that lures kids into the woods and then touches them and they die.
Oh my gosh. These stories are not dark at all.
No, never, not at all.
Uh,
Those stories are my favorite stories. They're so out there and insane.
yeah. Well, and I think this is the fun part about this is like all the story behind all the characters here, and like I know when we talked and we did our interview, you and Courtney like pulled out the big book that you have, and like it was insane, like how much you guys went through here to look at all the different characters. It's awesome.
Yeah, we're actually going through now, and Courtney's reading a little bit of that giant book every day. Sorry.
I just really late by you. I'm so sorry.
No. I drank a cup of coffee already while we're talking. But she's been reading through all the stories and finding all the realms that we haven't wrote down yet, all the cards that we haven't included yet, and it's drastically increased our unreleased database.
Wow. Let's play Gretel there. This is the final round, so I feel comfortable with the 12 there. Maybe. Oh no! Oh no! I lost. Oh no, I won.
You won by 3,
Oh my gosh.
14 to 11.
Oh my gosh. That was crazy.
Light Burst is a fun card. It's insane. But it like triggers cards like Earl King and Rumpelstiltskin, and they just explode.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome. So you can see I completed some of my quests here. So
Yeah, you can go ahead and redeem them, and you get a little bit of.
got quite a ways to go for these with my weeklies, but my dailies have completed these 2, so that's cool. And we're kind of close here. Let's see what we can do. Let's go back.
We actually have a new, what's it called? A new game mechanic that's going to be added soon. Well, we have 2, right? There are cards that move cards around. Which I don't know if you have seen that yet.
No.
There are cards that move cards and cards that move themselves. And then there's also cards that have an abandoned keyword. And the abandoned keyword is when a card leaves that realm.
Oh.
The card that's abandoned has an effect that triggers.
Mm.
We are now also adding a different type of spell, which we're playing with the word still. I think we're going to call it Augment. And it actually merges with the last card you've played.
Oh.
So effectively, you can play a 1-mana spell that augments the last character, and it doesn't let it die anymore. It can't lose health, right? So now it'll add the text to the card, so that card's ability will say like +4 attack when this realm is full. This card cannot die.
Yeah. That's cool.
So you'll be able to effectively play more than 12 cards because you'll be able to play augmented cards.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really cool.
But it does take up a card slot in your deck and the whole thing. So
Yeah.
figure out whether it's worth it.
I will say this, like I have not added, I don't think I've added any spells to my deck yet, just because I need to play with them a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, that's just what I love about this is like there's so much strategy to this game that you can build a deck around different things, you know. So
Yeah, if you never want to use a spell, you never have to.
yeah,
That's the great thing. We're not ever forcing players to use something.
yeah,
We don't want that.
yeah, yeah. This is a this is a cool card. It's just funny that you both get that, but I mean, look how powerful this card is right here. Both have a 10 attack in the graveyard. I did, as I'm starting to build out like my undead, there is a lot more with the graveyard, and I have some characters that deal with the graveyard. I just don't have enough cards in that deck yet to be able to play it. But that's really cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
Let's play Tom Thumb there.
Stronger than I look.
Oh, it's a Fury deck.
Oh, cards have a +1 attack power here. Let's play her here.
Hello, grandmother.
I think it's interesting that you can tell what the decks are based on what's being played or what card I picked up from them. That's amazing.
A lot of them try to synergize. So stuff like when you pull a Jorn, when you pull Jorinda from a Tom Thumb,
Yeah.
and that card, the Fury card, like the card's gonna be, like, they're not gonna play that card by themselves.
Mm. And like, yeah, so you have the little symbol here then too as well that shows that. So
Yeah, the symbols make it so it's easy for you to kind of understand what you're looking at as you play the game, right? Like, as you play the game, you'll understand that Earl King's ability is not a channel; it's a persistent ability, so it doesn't go away.
Sure.
That's what the first marking is, and then the skull is clearly when something happens with health, something gets hurt. We tried to make it as obvious as possible, right?
Yeah, yeah.
One play little icon is clearly the card is flipping over, right? The move one is clearly clearly an arrow.
Yeah.
Like, the one that's the blue burst is a channel one. That's a little bit harder to understand, but as you put two and two together, you kind of get it.
Yeah. So, and isn't that the voice of one of your kids too? Isn't that, or the cat is, right?
Yeah,
Isn't
the
it?
talking cat is Annabelle,
Yeah.
our 8-year-old, and Little Red Cap's forest variant is Abigail, our 5-year-old.
Okay, that's awesome. So this realm, both sides will have a card that's consumed, destroying it. So I'm not going to play any cards there. I'm going to wait until that happens. But I think what I can do is I could either play... I'm going to play her here. I'm going to play Goose Girl here, which will then give her channel ability.
They're queuing up for something big, and Earl King didn't die.
I know. I was really worried. I was hoping that's what was going to go there.
Witch is not a good sign for you.
No? Okay. Well, this is the final round. We'll see how this goes.
So think about it this way. Blight Burst does 1 damage to everything, right? But Fury is something that happens when it gets hurt. And the Fury ability on Sea Witch activates all the other Fury abilities on their side.
Oh, okay.
So it double activates all Fury cards. So there's a chance that a card could come down that could do damage again. Everything with 2 health, which is your entire field.
Yeah. Well, let's hope.
I mean, you don't know what's going to happen, right?
You don't know. Anything could happen. Okay, I'll take it. That's fine.
I guess they didn't think you were going to play them right.
See, I was willing to give up that realm. I wanted those other 2 realms to... All right, now we got a new card. Ooh, Arcane Barrier. So on play, your cards get +2 health. That's awesome.
Yeah, it looks like stuff. Your stuff is like cut off and stuff. I wonder what your resolution is when you have set up.
Oh yeah, I have it a little bit lower just because of this allows me to like see what's happening on my stream as well. That's why. So I'm sorry.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
From on our end. All your stuff is a little bit off.
Mm. All right, let's see what we got here. So when a character dies here, all characters in play get +1. So we've seen Ravenswood before. So well, I like the wolf being or the fox being there because, well, I'm willing to sacrifice the red fox. I guess that's what I'm saying.
That's one of the newer variants. It's actually we met that. We met the person who does the anime cards during her college's senior show. We met her at PAX East.
Oh,
and
cool.
We watched them put on a senior show at their college on Twitch, and then we reached out, and she's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
We'll play a Hansel there.
Shadow, save me!
Oh, by the way, the last round you just played was your first loss.
Oh, I know. Oh, well, that's okay. That those two dying, that's fine. At the end of each turn, any character that moved in or out of this realm takes 1 damage. Oh, interesting. That's a new one too. I've not seen Stormy Skies before.
Yeah, Stormy Skies is more of a rare one. It's definitely one that ruins move builds. So any kind of realm that ruins a certain style of playing, that's more of a rare one. Like like Torture Chamber, where cards there take 1 health in damage every turn. Like that's not something that's a fun mechanic, so it's rare.
So here we go. We have the Huntsman. We have Afflicted Priest. Oh, that's cool. And let's see. We have the Wise Servant. Let's play the Wise... Oh, no, we got to play a card here. Oops, we got to play a card here. So that way she gets...
True wisdom
There we
lies
go.
in serving others.
Oh. All right, so now we can do... Let's play Snow White here. No, let's play her here.
Let strength reign within you.
Oh! Oh, that hurt.
Oh, it's rough, isn't it? I love that card so much.
Oh.
I really do. I think Blade Burst is one of the most fun mechanics for a card design for a spell. It just completely changes what is happening in the next turn.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, now this is a real... I think I'm gonna play Will Charming here. I think that makes sense.
Good old Billy.
Yeah. I mean, because I don't think I was gonna win that one, but I'm hoping that I can win this one, which I did. Especially since I threw the giant down there. That wasn't gonna happen. So yeah, look at that. I won. A little up.
Woo.
Oh, we're so close. I think let's. Are you able to stay on just a little bit longer? Let's play a couple more rounds to get to.
I'm
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Drank coffee, we're good.
Let's see if we get to level 80 here tonight and unlock another card before we call it a night. So.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
So now we see Dawn. I think this is the first time we've seen Dawn, right? I don't think we had a game start with Dawn yet. I think most of it's been Dawn.
It's actually purely random.
It is, okay. Oh, Golden Apple Tree. I don't know if I've seen this one either. So you draw 2 cards.
Yeah, we have a lot of realms, so it's. And as we add more content, we keep adding more realms, so it will get more and more and more like sparse as we go. And then as we start doing season passes, the realms that get added will be themed appropriately. So realms like for our first season pass, maybe more, samurai or shonen themed or something
I'm
like that.
always by your side.
And the other.
What?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. So sorry.
Grandmother.
The other thing that you talked about when we talked about the on the podcast is that you want to do like, well, I'm probably gonna get the term wrong, but like a blind deck kind of game. What can you talk a little bit about that, or the blind? Yeah, is that what is it called? I'm sorry, you had a term for it. I forget what it's called.
We're calling it draft mode.
Yes, thank you.
So draft mode is it's actually we have an intern in the company right now, Lucas, who's phenomenal, and he is building the draft mode as part of his project in the game.
Oh, cool.
And he's been working on it every week for a few weeks now, and it is it's a premium game mode, so it's either going to cost $1.50 or 120 gems or whatever the equivalent is for it. But you get to draft a deck of 20 cards, 3 cards at a time, and it tries to help you balance it a little bit. So it'll do like it'll pick from three mana cards. Then it'll pick from 3 spells. Then it'll pick 3 starter tier cards. Right. So it'll try to like balance it out.
Yeah.
And then after your deck of 20 cards, which can have duplicates, it's allowed to have duplicates, you'll play basically a round robin against other people. And then whenever you lose 3 matches, you can collect the rewards based on how many times you've won, up to 7 total. Winning 4 matches, so better than 50%, before you lose 3, gives you another free arena ticket for you to keep playing. Otherwise, you got to buy in again.
I love that. I can't wait till that comes out. That's really cool. So
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We've been messing around with it already a little bit, and it's been a wild ride.
that's awesome.
Hey, what you doing?
Probably should have played my huntsman there because they had. Oh no. Okay.
Ooh, the gatekeeper. That's the new gatekeeper, or that's the new art for the gatekeeper. It's awesome.
That's cool.
That's actually the base art. So we unlock that card. It's just, our main artist Fabricio he's unreal. He's just so unreal.
It looks really amazing.
We actually just had one of our other newer artists create a post-apocalyptic version of the gatekeeper. Looks a little bit like the ghost from the Fallout TV series.
Oh really? That's awesome.
Yeah, that looks really awesome. Or the ghoul. I mean, how dare I say the wrong?
I know what you meant. All right, so now this is the question of what I want to do here. I mean, I have this realm here. I pretty much have this realm. Well, no, I don't. Yeah, I have this realm here. I don't think I'm not gonna win this realm, so I'm not gonna even try. But I do think I want to. Oh, that's right. I can't play that here. So let's play. Whoops, we'll play that here. Whoops, come on. There we go. There we go. Because then that gives that her ability, and then the on play there twice as well. So, or no, not that one. Oh, that was on that one. Oops. But that's okay. We still won. We still won. I misread the realm. That's okay. We still won. All right, we leveled up. Level 79. One more. One more.
Oh, he's so close.
So close.
I'm happy you enjoyed the game. It's
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. I really, so it was fun when I was at PAX East. I interviewed you guys, and then I came back later on and played the game again. And it was just really fun because you were like, "You're back," and I'm like, "Yeah," because I just want to sit and play the game now. I have a little bit of time, so I just want to play the game. Yeah, it was really fun. And you had the Steam Deck, and it was working on the Steam Deck. That was really cool too. So
Yeah, that was completely unintentional. Having it working
Yeah.
on tablet and it work on Steam Deck.
yeah, that was cool. It was really fun. It was really fun seeing you both at PAX East too. That was really fun.
Yeah, it was fun for us too. We had a blast. Next year, I think it's closer to Mother's Day. Or it's
Yeah.
like Mother's Day.
Yeah, yeah. Which will be nice because then it won't be so cold. Hopefully.
Ooh, it definitely won't be. There's a new realm. There you go. This changes everything.
Yeah. Whoever has the highest combined total attack of all realms wins this match. Okay. Wow. That's
And now it's not majority rules anymore.
now it's just overall, right? Overall attack. So
Yeah. Ooh, you got a Kickstarter backer card from Mysterious Glade.
this one.
Damien Sakura.
Oh, cool. The next card you play here gets moved to your opponent's side before its abilities activate, if possible. Very cool. That's a cool looking card. Let's play the Shoemaker because of the +1 attack, and I want to be able to get that. And I have another one of that too. So
In your company I thrive.
A gesture of kindness.
Oh, there's a move card. There you go.
you off your feet.
and let's see. Now I have 4, so I think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna play this card here, and hopefully that they play another card there. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, look. An easy target.
All right.
You're winning 18-6, huh?
Let's throw it on this card here, and let's do this one too. Oops, I meant to put that there.
Here's so that 3 mana card in your hand
Hello,
is an example of the
grandmother.
move cards that we have. And he's a Fury
Stronger
move
than
card,
I
so he moves when he gets hurt.
Oh, okay. Oh, so they kind of. All right, let's put her down. Right, I think that's what I want to do. Yeah. Oh, interesting.
In your company I thrive.
Oh no! Did I win yet? I can't. Oh, I still won. Whew. That was close. That was a lot closer.
23 to 26.
I think so. That was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be because I was kind of killing them like 18-6 in the beginning.
Yeah, that Grimoire Grotto destroyed Goose Girl completely.
Yeah, that was. I was just like, ugh!
That's kind of the way that you can't play around that stuff.
Yeah.
You can't build a deck expecting Grimoire Grotto to appear.
Yeah. I love the artwork though. Even though I'm not a big fan of the rotting pumpkin, it looks really cool.
Oh, it's such a cool piece. Eventually, we would love to have like a lot of the cards be animated.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So like the rotting pumpkin, as it loses health, it just looks more and more disgusting and decrepit.
But you did talk about, and maybe you can talk a little bit about that here too. You talked about like the idea that you can level up your cards and they would break the frame and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, so that's still in the works. It's actually a lot of work to get it to cooperate.
Yeah.
How we're gonna do that is you're gonna spend a little bit of gold, not much, like 500 gold, to break a card out of its frame, or have it automatically happen at level 5. One of the two. We're unconfirmed on how we're doing that yet, but we'll have just some of its assets appear out of the frame.
grandmother.
So like, Faithful Henry is top of his head, or like just so it obscures part of the numbers or comes off the frame a little bit. Nothing crazy.
Yeah. That's cool.
It's kind of why we zoom all the cards in a little bit. That way there is that chance that we can pop some of it out.
That's cool. We'll play her here.
You've actually played a lot of matches and have not seen Simeli Mountain at all.
I haven't.
One of my favorite locations. That's a realm that first person to fill the realm gets a free six mana card for 0.
Oh, that's cool.
But there are cards like Chanticleer that you saw earlier. Now, like if you're gonna race, you put Chanticleer in that side, and now is it worth it for them to try to race out and
In
try
your
to get the
company
card?
I thrive.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna end up losing that realm because of it.
Let's see. Let's play that one here.
Hey, what you doing?
Ooh, the ring rank deck. I like ring rank. I think it's a cool card.
Good final card, I think, to play.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah, Snowqueen is such a strong card.
Yeah. But we won! That was very close. That was very close. All right.
It's almost leveled, so close.
So
It
close.
does help to swap cards out with new cards, new variants. That's an easier way for you to level up your deck.
Yeah.
The game incentivizes you to try out new decks, new styles, new synergies, all that stuff.
I'm not sure if I've seen this realm either, too. The cards cannot lose health here, so that's really cool.
That's the weirdest story.
Yeah?
It's an odd story. Its story is just about how weird of a town it is. That's it. Ooh, Victor's Bird.
I don't think I've ever seen this card either, too. Your opponent draws a card, all of your other characters in play lose 1 health. Oh.
It's a Fury activator, basically.
Oh, interesting.
But it's a six attack for 2 mana. Like,
All right, let's play Hansel there.
Shadow, save me!
ooh, the Noah's deck.
And draw 2 cards. All right. Let's see.
I don't think I've ever actually won against us. When a Noah's deck's played, it's so hard for me to win against it. Because the Peasant has 7 attack, the Tombstones have an extra 4 attack. There's a lot going on.
Wow. Oh, sure. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I don't think I have that card.
No, Noah's is so based on the border of the card, you can kind of see how the more complicated the border is, the further into the game you need to be.
Oh. Yeah, yeah.
So at first you're gonna have a lot of the basic borders. It's considered a tier 1 card.
Hello,
They're like
grandmother.
starter cards.
Hmm.
And then when you unlock all of the tier 1
Hello,
cards, you want to start
grandmother.
unlocking the tier 2 cards. And then when you unlock the tier 2 cards, you unlock the tier 3 cards. We kind of made it like so there's a nice learning curve, so nothing's overly complicated early. Otherwise, people get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
They're actually not getting good draws at all for their deck. Never mind.
I'm always by your side.
Oh, no. That's okay. What does Thunderstorm do? Deal 1 damage. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So, let's see. I think I'm going to play William Charming there. Oh, that was close. Yay! Oh,
You almost tied it.
oh, that was...
If he played Town Mouse Center, you would have lost.
That's crazy. Yeah, that was really, really close. But I still won! Well, let's claim that, too. We can claim our... There we go. All right.
should level soon.
And maybe after this one, if we haven't leveled it, maybe I'll play it my Frog King deck so we can try out something different. Oh yeah, okay. This one I've seen before, Beetle Cave, where you shuffle 5 beetles into each player's deck. We'll play her
And
here.
if it's Goose Girl with 10 attack.
I'm always by your side.
Yeah, if I get when I get her out there, that'd be pretty awesome.
I think we're gonna do a little quality of life where it shows her attack in your hand ahead of time,
Oh, cool.
like with like a gold number or something like that. Some kind of way to like look like it's clearly a number that's just for ease of use.
Yeah.
I love the town mouse. It's great.
Yeah. And I have this variant too. This is a really cool card.
Yeah, Luan Maximino is one of our favorite and most prized artists in our game. He has like over 40 variants in the game.
Oh my gosh.
Keeps drawing constantly. He's the one who did the summer break.
Oh,
Beauty
cool.
and Shirley.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He's doing the cyborg Lovecraftian ones. He's wild. The amount of stuff that he can do is crazy.
That's awesome. Okay. Oh, there we go. There's our first beetle that we've seen. All right. Now I'm gonna play.
Beetle is an example of a card that does better at nighttime.
Oh, okay.
So if you were to change the game to a day, if you change it to dawn, Beetle goes back to 1 attack, or now 2 attack because it can hit the birds. Ooh, it's a big goose girl.
Yeah, it is. That's a cool card. All right, so this is our final one. So we could do this. We could play her here, and we can play this one here too. We can play that, so that way channel her.
Hello, grandmother.
Wow, 42. Oh, even with a giant, I was able to still win that one.
Ooh.
That was very close. Hey, we did it! We leveled up. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we got. Oh, golden haired giant. Interesting.
Oh, great card.
Wow. Can only be played at a realm where you have no cards. Interesting. That's very cool. So Josh, I think I'm gonna stop the stream here. I know it's late for you, and it's getting past my bedtime a little bit too. But can you tell people where they can follow you and such as like they can find out more about the game?
Sure. You can follow us on all of our social media at Static City Games for anywhere that you were to go for normal social media stuff. And if you want to play the game, it is completely free. Play it for free at worldofgrimm.com or look it up on Steam.
Yeah, it's really fun.
No cost of entry. Have fun. Enjoy it. Tell your friends about it. And we'd love to see you in the game.
Yeah. Josh, thank you so much for joining me. This is really fun. I hope you had a good time hanging out.
Roger, it was a blast. I had so much fun.
That's awesome. Yeah, and like Josh said, check the game out. It's free to play. If you like deck builders, if you like games like Marvel Snap, this is right up your alley. So check this game out. Until next week, everybody. See ya. Stay safe.